Hey, yo, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Walking into the end zone. Peep this shit out.
You to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn. I'm worshiping these people like they're God. Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with mother sense.
Why is she yelling? Seriously, is it really that damn serious? You mad at your son because he voted independent. And you mad. You just big mad. Boy, I tell you. And a lot of these, you know, for the most part, the Democrats already showed you they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a damn about you. I'm going to just keep it a bean with you. They don't. And they showed you that. And you still mad.
He vote independent. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know what I said do when you go in there. You go. That's what I did. No, you did. You voted independent, honey. I told you. I said go Democrat Biden. Now there's a vote that we done lost that go to Trump. This is why I don't do politics. I will never do this again. He said he ain't gonna vote again.
Guys, the fallout from the election is still going on. Women are still so mad that they are canceling out their family members who voted for Trump from even coming over for Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Good. Good. Their asses need to sit in a room by their damn self, and they need to be by their damn self. They don't need to have fun with the family. They don't need to go and do family get-togethers, and y'all causing your own division, your own demise. Y'all are causing the shit yourself. Just because a person has a difference of opinion. Imagine if Kamala Harris was to win. Y'all would be, this shit would be worse. It'd be way worse than what it is now. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine the feminism, the feminists coming out the woodworks, shaming more men, shaming more family members. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all kill me with this shit, but we gonna have fun with it. Continue to let y'all make assholes out of yourselves. Let's go. If y'all dumb enough and stupid enough to leave your relationships or marriages because of different views, y'all are fucking sick in the head. Y'all are stupid. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna divorce my wife because we have different voting preferences. Who you choose to vote is who you choose to vote. Okay, life goes on. Them people don't care about you. Them people ain't living for you. Them people gonna do what they gonna do. Them people gonna keep on living and keep on doing what they do while you fucked up and messed up. Really? You really that damn stupid? I guess you are.
I was really upset because he told me his family voted for Trump, so I asked for a few days of space to think about, you know, do I even want to be in a relationship with someone whose family is like that? Because I've cut my own family off for that shit. I'm not going to be associated with that. I'm not. And so I needed some time to think about it because he really was good to me, and I liked him a lot. And then after a couple days of thinking about it, I reached out to him saying, you know, what time do you want to get together to talk about it? And at this point, he said, I'm so confused, I'm so sad, I'm so scared, I don't know, I haven't known what to say, because I voted for Trump too over the weekend with my family. And he just spilled it, just word vomited, because he was just getting so nervous about it, he couldn't keep it in anymore. So that's how I found out. And then, I kid you not, it was a 2-minute breakup. I said word for word after he sent me that, oh boy, yeah, that about does it. And then continued to tell him how disappointed I was in him. Yeah, and then I unadded him off of everything, and that's how it went. So
good. I'm glad you did him a favor. We need more women like you to do men a favor, so that way men can go elsewhere and be accepted and celebrated. So, big ups to you for breaking up a good thing, and big ups to him because now he can go fight him somebody else. You piece of shit.
So, yeah, easiest, quickest breakup of my life.
Divorces are up, and they are up over politics. Here is just one example. I'm starting divorce procedures with my husband after I found out he voted for Donald Trump. It's not the only reason. We've already had problems like him forcing me to go to church or having me quit my job and become a housewife because he got promoted for a good job. I couldn't find a job where we moved, so I settled in doing housework. I cook, I clean, I'm good at it, but the Trump vote was the last straw, and his lack of remorse. We had a conversation. I told him how hurt I was, how he knew how much I hated Trump, the trauma that man has put me through, but he did not care. I should be grateful because of the job benefits he'll have for his line of work. I'm not going to do this anymore. We have no prenup. I'm going to fight for my rights. We've been married 8 years. I've sacrificed so much. Not anymore. I'm going to take everything I'm owed. The political divide is as big as I've ever seen it, and I've been a divorce lawyer for 20 years, so people have been coming in and talking about their political differences as one of the conflicts that exist in their house for a long time.
Individuals, they're causing division amongst themselves. You see, look at the women that are filing for divorce. Do you know of any man that's filing for divorce because of different voting preferences? No. It's the women. So those women that are divorcing their husbands because of their different voting preferences, that's something wrong with them. And they're doing men a favor by divorcing them. I disagree with divorce because that's no reason to divorce a person. Like, come on now, grow up. But you want to be petty and act so childish because of a person's voting preference? That means something wrong with you. You need to get that checked out.
Is titled, Am I the Asshole for Calling Off My Engagement After My Partner Revealed He is MAGA? My fiance and I have been together since 2013 when we met in college. He struggled to get a well-paying job and during his long bouts of unemployment must have been radicalized to blame everyone else. I chalked it up to depression and tried to get him help with therapy. I paid for him to return to school to become a nurse too, but he still has not completed the prereqs after 7 years. He currently works gig jobs while I am a nurse in California making close to $400,000 a year working a full-time and a part-time job. I was hoping to save up enough to not have to work after having a baby since I cannot rely on him. We were planning to get married next year and wanted to try for a baby. He knows I am very liberal and all about women's rights. He never openly expressed support for MAGA itself until after Trump won and said Trump will help the economy and finally allow him to get a good job. I told him that it was the easiest time to get a job in the past 20 years in 2021, yet he couldn't. I am not giving in to sunken costs and staying, and he didn't know. But he did make offhand comments before on women losing their worth the older they get, and I questioned him, and he said it was a joke. The past week has been miserable listening to him talk nonstop on how great Trump is and how he will turn everything great again. I had it and gave him notice to leave by the end of the month, and we are through. He said it's unfair and told me it's stupid to give up on us over just politics. The very fact he said that solidified the notion.
Is this a damn story? Or is it serious? Because in real time, I have not seen or heard anyone getting a divorce because of different political preferences, voting preferences. I haven't seen it in real time. Let me know in the comment. Have you seen this or heard this in real time of individuals getting a divorce because of different voting preferences? Let me know.
He will likely have to move back into his parents' home or be homeless since he makes less than $35,000 a year in the most expensive region in the USA. Am I the asshole for throwing away my relationship of 11 years over politics? I wish politics were boring again. No, you are not the asshole. And this is not a problem of politics. This is a problem of morality.
So it's official. My wife is divorcing me. She said she couldn't be with a Trump supporter. Told me I have until the end of the day to get my shit out of the house, get all my things. She's changing the lock. She doesn't want me back. She said she's taking the kids away from me. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
If a woman can leave you over who you voted for in an election, that woman never loved you. That's just the straight up truth.
I agree. That woman never loved you, and she's doing you a favor, my brother. I know it's going to hurt. You know, subscribe to the King's Table. We talk about it. I know what it's like to be dumped. I know what it's like to get treated like trash. Hey, I got stories for you. But on this one right here, a large number of women are being so damn petty. But at least it lets you know what type of person that they are. Feminists. Their own kind didn't take the seat. Kamala Harris is a feminist. Imagine if she became president. The shit would be worse. This ain't nothing. It would be worse than this. It would be worse than Tiffany Henyard from Dalton. 10 times worse. The shame that they would really put on men. Oh my goodness. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Did it, Joe. We did it. We put President Trump back in the White House. This is a Trump nation. We told you so. Now groceries are affordable again. You're welcome.
I don't care. It's happening. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. I'm done, okay? I blew up on this godforsaken clock app when I was like 19 or 20 years old, okay? Back then. Keep in mind, it has been 4 to 5 years and life has hit me like a truck, okay? I'm no longer the stupid brainwashed liberal that I used to be when I was 19. And I am being hated on so much for simply changing sides. And I'm done. I'm so tired of my old fan base. I don't give a about your identity politics. I voted for Trump and I hate fat people.
I asked my son on the way to school, I said, hey, did anyone say anything about the election yesterday? Like, just curious. Like, I just want to know. And he was like, yeah. And I was kind of bracing myself because we live in Texas. And I was like, okay. I was like, what did they say? Like, you can tell me. It's okay. What did they say? And he said, well, the majority were for Harris. And I said, they were for Harris? He said, yeah. And then after I dropped him off, I was thinking about it. And it makes me want to cry because my kids don't go to a fancy school. They don't have all the new amenities. Their breakfast is free. Their lunch is free. The majority of those kids are minorities.
Shit, I like free. Yeah, Big Daddy like free. Let's continue.
Hell, the majority of those kids probably have undocumented family members. But you know what? That campus is an A campus. Academically, that campus is an A campus. Because it's ran by this amazing, intelligent, Hispanic female principal. For the girlies that woke up yesterday feeling defeated, taking it personal, because we should take it personal, because the world just showed us yesterday that no matter how qualified you are, no matter how many people back you up, you will never win, because you are not a man. It doesn't matter if he's a racist. It doesn't matter if he's a rapist. It doesn't matter if he weaponizes religion. It doesn't matter if his policies are straight garbage. You will never win.
Here's the thing, sweetheart. I love your fingernails, by the way. You got to understand the difference between guns and butter. Politics and emotions. Men stood on policies. Okay? It's not men's fault. Look at the candidates. Trump had policies, realistic policies. Kamala Harris had no policies until towards the end. They both was asked the same question. Trump gave a direct answer. Kamala Harris did not give a direct answer. So you have to look at that. No, she did not win. This is the reason why she did not win. It had nothing to do with the votes, but it had a lot to do with policies and answering specific questions. She did none of that. That's why she didn't win.
Good morning, everyone. Well, it's Friday. We've made it for the week, and now we've had time to let things sit down and calm. This is going to be for the Latin folks, especially the Latin men and white America. Latin men, traitors of your own people. I can't get in your heads to help understand what makes you think that that was the right decision. But just know you will never be accepted. Latin man, Trump supporter, voted for Trump, lives across the street from a white man, voted for Trump, went to let his kids go play. The white man comes out, yells at his kids to get away, yells at the man and says, go back to your own country. The guy was like, orale, I voted for Trump. And the guy's like, you know, whatever. That's the reality. That's how they really feel, whether they say it or whether they don't. So remember, you didn't do you, yourself, or your family any favors. You are not accepted.
Man, I wish y'all can come for me. I love being not accepted. Because if I have to see how y'all roll, shit, boy, I love being quarter shim, set apart ones. You supposed to be set apart. Not everybody gonna like you. I hope you don't like me. Man, I wish people came for me like that. The game is to be told, not sold.
Who you are. You were on the platform. They were targeting you. So if you think that your vote changed that, it didn't change that narrative. In fact, go back and read Project 2025. For the white people, first and foremost, I will say that whole blue bracelet thing, don't do that. You do it for yourself if you're white. You keep that within your own community because, see, you don't need to recruit people outside of your community.
Just like your work starting within your own community. You want to shame. See, all this shaming shit, once again, look into things instead of looking at things. And I'm going to go back to it. If Kamala Harris won the presidency, this shit would be 10 times worse. No, people chose right. See, they didn't like the fact that they chose Trump. They did not. And it's cool. It's okay. Because guess what? If y'all got a problem with it, get the fuck out. That's what I say. Pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and get the fuck out. Other than that, y'all will follow suit. Y'all will follow the state rules and regulations. Talking all this big boy shit. You disrespect your own race. Go back where you came from. I feel some type of way. I hate you. You're not accepted. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Who the fuck you think you talking to, ninja? You ain't speaking. You ain't making no damn noise. A person has the right to vote for who they want to vote for. And if you got a problem with it, you can suck it too.
For the white women, you have to take a look at who you're sleeping with. And you have to take a look at how the head of the household, what values is the head of the household instilling in your children. There's one thing I want to bring up as fact when it comes to the white people and the red states. For you, the red states are some of the poorest states in the nation.
Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. The red states are the best states. Let's make that clear.
The red states are the poorest states in the nation. And you will be impacted the most by Project 2025. You are already struggling, and they are removing every and all federal government subsidies and programs that are there.
It's funny how people talk about Project 2025, but you know what? How you going to talk about Project 2025 when they was the ones who voted for Kamala Harris? They was the ones who actually endorsed her. Let's be clear. They endorsed her. So if Kamala Harris took the presidential seat, would you still be talking about that Project 2025 shit? Probably not.
But it's okay. Because for those red states that are the poorest states in the nation, you lost all of that. Again, they're cutting it all out. You're saying the economy, but look at the numbers of how they voted. And the big margin of folks who voted. So, you all wanted this. We will adjust. We will figure it out as we go. But it's not surprising that it's quiet.
So if you're following me on my page, you know that I have been actively talking to my husband about ending our 17-year marriage. But the events of the past week have made me think that maybe that's not a good idea. That this is the wrong time to go out there on my own with my kids and make myself a single mother. There's so much chaos and conflict and unknown out there that
And you're a dumbass for even going on social media talking this shit. Let me hear what you have to say.
I shouldn't make any big moves. Being in my marriage is difficult and hard, and I'm very unhappy, but at least I know it. It's the devil that I know. But then a couple days after the election, I think I was watching a video, where Trump was talking about dismantling the Department of Education. And I have 2 kids who have IEP, so I was emotional and upset about it. My husband had come home and he had asked me, what's wrong? And I told him nothing. I said, I'm fine, I'm just not feeling well. And then he walked off. And the reason why I didn't tell him about what I was really feeling is because I know that my husband is not a person that I would talk to about my emotions and feelings, because it's not safe. It would have turned into an argument about politics or about how a woman shouldn't be president. libertarian and Joe Rogan and all this other shit. And my feelings would be cast aside, not meaningful or important. And that made me realize that my instinct was correct. I have to get out of here. This isn't a safe place for me, and it hasn't been a safe place for me for years. And even though I've done a pretty miraculous job keeping the marriage together, keeping the family together, in spite of my husband's effort to tear it down with his words, his actions, his indifference.
Stop with that bullshit. You just looking for a reason to leave your damn marriage. I cannot stand when people talk of that bullshit. You just looking for a reason to leave your damn marriage. It had nothing to do with all that. You just adding all that other shit in there. I'm gone.